Director with Scentsy. I got something I want to talk to you about, and one of the reasons I feel that I can is because I've been with Scentsy for almost 13 years. So there's something to be said about longevity in this business. I want to share with you how to make a career out of Scentsy. First of all, Scentsy can be a career. It's actually a willable business. A willable business means that you can put it in your will to have somebody else take it over if you pass. Most businesses, what happens is it just kind of withers away, it rolls up to the next person, and the next person that your sponsor or your upline actually gets the benefit of the business that you created. Scentsy, you have the ability to will it to somebody. And what they do is they basically step into your spot as whatever title you are and whatever team you've built, and they take over the business. That's pretty exciting. So to me, that is a career. That is a business. That's a legit entrepreneurial opportunity for somebody to have. Now, I know that there are people that will just purchase or get started with Scentsy just so that they can get a discount on their own things. That's great. That's great. There's reasons for everybody to join. But if you want to make this a career, you absolutely can. Absolutely can. Okay? And so making your business, I'm going to compare some things to corporate America versus direct sales. Okay? In corporate America, I would get up in the morning, I'd get myself ready, I would drive to my job, I would spend 8 hours or so focusing and doing only the job at hand, right? The tasks that needed to be done in order for my job to get done for that day. Now, it is no different in the direct sales world, okay? In the direct sales world, I get up in the morning, I spend as much time as I can. The beauty of Scentsy, even as a career, is I can kind of make my own hours, and I can kind of use that time for income producing activities that will propel my business ahead. Okay. Now, if you're going to make a career out of this, then you need to treat it as such. You need to treat it as a career. So that means that you're going to get up in the morning, you're going to get ready, and you're going to go to your job, which is Scentsy, right? Now, whether you have an office that does that, or you go to your kitchen table, or your counter, whatever, you're going to set some time to do your job, right? I think that's something that people kind of forget, or I don't know, maybe they feel that they can kind of skirt through that a little bit and tend not to give focus or give the energy to your business like you would if you were working a 9-to-5 job. If you were working a 9-to-5 job, you would go into work and they would expect you to do work. If you're doing Scentsy, then you need to go into your job and expect to do work. You will not get anything out of your business if you do not put anything into it. And that is typically time and effort. I call them income producing activities because basically what it is it's activities that you know will produce income. Scrolling Facebook is not necessarily going to produce income. But if you're having communication with people, you're connecting with people, you're creating relationships with people, that can produce income, right? So you need to focus on the things that are going to produce the income within your business. So ultimately, in order to make a career out of Scentsy, you need to treat it as a career. Get dressed in the morning. Even if you're staying home, get dressed for success. You've heard that for years, right? What happens is your body and your mind feel different when you dress up. If you go to work in your pajamas, if you go to work in your sweatpants, yes, you can. I'm not saying you can't. And if you can find motivation wearing those things, then fine. But I know for me, if I don't put a pair of jeans on, get dressed up, or whatever, I don't feel as motivated. to do the things that need to be done in that day. And that's just a fact for me. Now, some of you may feel completely motivated when you're in sweatpants, and that's great. Dress for your success. Show up, though, okay? That's the thing, right? Is you got to get up in the morning and show up. The book Eat That Frog, to me, is one of the best books that's out there for businesses and productivity. In the book, he states that in the first 5 minutes or the first hour of your day, you need to knock out those things that you absolutely hate doing. Eating a frog, right? We would hate doing that. But solely focusing on the things that you do not want to do that day, knock them out, and then the rest of the day is yours. So that first hour, that first 5 minutes, whatever it is, if it's working out, if it's doing your email, if it's creating your work plan like a teacher would do, right? Whatever it is, do it. Get it out of the way. Because ultimately, once it's done, you feel accomplished. 2, you have more time to do the things that you want to do. And 3, you can actually enjoy being a self-employed entrepreneur because it gives you more time to play. Okay? Make a career out of Scentsy by treating it as a career. If a career means it's a job, some people don't like that word, that's okay. You got to get up and show up. Those that show up, go up. Right? Now, do I feel like I need to spend a full 8 hours doing my career in Scentsy? Some days I do. Some days I don't. Right? I do have the benefit. I'm traveling right now. I do have the benefit of taking time off. Or saying, you know what, I'm going to do 16 hours tomorrow because I want the whole day off today. Whatever. You know what I mean. Okay? So that's the beauty of being a self-employed entrepreneur. But at the same token, you cannot just assume that because you're self-employed that things are going to happen on their own. If somebody is building a business, I'm going to use my son as an example. He is a landscaper. He started off mowing people's lawns, but he didn't stop mowing people's lawns because he wanted it to be a career, right? So he kept going to people and asking for their business. He kept talking to people. He kept advertising his business. And now he's got 3 trucks. I think he's got 4 mowers. He's got 4 or 5 employees, right? He built his business because as a self-employed entrepreneur, you have to do the work. Nobody else will. Scentsy's the same way. Make it a career by treating it like a career. All right? I hope you found that helpful. I kind of got on my soapbox a little bit, but I think that it's important to understand that you have the ability to make this business a career, something that you will do and make enough money to sustain your lifestyle. That's up to you, right? However hard you work is what's going to sustain your own lifestyle. You want it to be a career, make it one by treating it like one. Okay? Yay! Talk to you later.